Hello everyone, you all are welcome to this lovely channel Astropenetia. I'm your friend, astrologer, palmist, spiritualist Shivam. So today we are going to talk about the last full moon of this year, the full moon which has come into the sign of Gemini and into the nakshatra of Ardra. Now the sign of Gemini and nakshatra of Ardra is all about communication, expressing your thoughts, inculcating new ideas in your life, and is about duality in your life, right? And Ardra is a turbulent storm, right? This nakshatra has a tendency of staying in storms, fighting spirit, right? And also coming out fresh and new in life, right? So this is a time of manifestations. This is a time when you have to start new things. This is a time when you have to affirm your journey of life and you have to fight back to your demons in life, right? It can be your anger, it can be your bad habits, it can be a fear related to certain things, right? And you have to overcome all those things this full moon cycle. Since the lord of the sign of Gemini is Mercury is placing retrograde, so at times there can be certain miscommunication with your loved ones, there can be misrepresentation of facts in this time period, and most importantly, because Mercury is in Gandanta position, you can go through certain confusions entering 2024. And this full moon is a wonderful opportunity to clear all that blocked energy and to witness your growth and through curiosity creating new things, because Ardra Nakshatra is very curious, right? It loves experimenting. It is about, it is about renewal or coming out fresh after destruction. So it's a destructive nakshatra because it is ruled by Rahu and it represents the head region, right? People generally born in Ardra Nakshatra, they are very intelligent. They are out of the box thinkers. They are good researchers. They are scientists, right? So it is a nakshatra of science, innovation, new ideas, moving fast, right? And this nakshatra will help you to grow in this time period. Ardra also means the fresh one, the moist one. So it can be a good time to visit new places, to visit nature, and by experiencing your time in nature you are bound to grow in this time period. And the Mercury placing retrograde along with Sun in the sign of Sagittarius is asking you to understand your duties, is asking you to understand your boundaries and then grow with your boundaries. It is not a good time to buy new things, at least till the Mercury retrograde for next few days, which is till the January 2nd. And it is not a good time to, initiate your things. But definitely after 2nd of January, things are going to be much, much better for everyone in this time period. Now, this full moon which has come into the sign of Gemini means differently for each one of the signs, starting from the fire sign people till the water sign people. It has altogether different influences for everyone, right? And since Jupiter is placing retrograde and Jupiter retrograde is aspecting the Mercury retrograde, so it is a time to understand new ideas of spirituality. It is a time when your all the understandings which you have about ethics, morality, life, it is going to start to change, right? And you have to accept the changes in your mindset, in your understanding coming your way. Now let's start with the fire sign people. Now what are the fire sign? The sign of Aries, the sign of Leo, and the sign of Sagittarius. For all these three signs, this is a time to bring out balance in your relationship. This is a good time to better your communication with your loved ones, with your near and dear ones. This is a time when you will put in fresh ideas related to your public domain, related to dealing with people, relating to your, way of communicating, and most importantly, people into medical profession, people into hospitality profession, people into construction works, you are going to grow in this time period, right? And most importantly, it is important for you to find peace in this time period, as your signs, the way they are active, you are staying pretty aggressive at times. Mars placing in Gandanta at in the sign of Scorpio has been creating a lot of rough energy in your mind and your body. And it is a time to keep your cool, keep your calm. And Mars will transit in next 2 days in the next sign of Sagittarius, which will help you to calm down your mind and make you more peaceful. Most importantly, in this time period, avoid wearing red color at least for next 2-3 days. And yes, this is a time when you have to better your relation even at your workplace, because professionally you are growing in this time period. Since moon is placing in the public houses, it is a time to manifest your friends. It is a time to meet people. It is a time to listen to them and talk to them in a much softer, calmer tone. Your speaking abilities, your communication will be great in this time period. So best of luck to all my fire sign people. Now next we're going to talk about the earth sign people. Now what are the earth signs? The sign of Taurus, the sign of your Virgo, and the sign of Capricorn. For all these three signs, this is a time when you have to pray for your family, when you have to grow your finances. This is a time when you have to focus on aligning your work in the right direction. It is important to set a right routine for yourself in this time period. And yes, there can be certain aggressive exchanges when it comes to your family life, when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to your partner. You might feel that the partner is not able to understand your mindset in this time period, and that can lead to lack of communication. But yes, when it comes to manifesting finances, manifesting a work, you have been doing great in this time period. And this is why the focus has to be brought to your your relationship, your people you have around you. During the full moon, which is placing in the sign of Gemini, ground yourself in this time period, ground yourself. And most importantly, focus on practical communication, which can bring balance and stability in this strong airy sign of Gemini, right? Because of airy sign of Gemini, you can experience, say, instability in your communication with the people around you. For that, the simple remedy is be more stable and communicative with your partner in this time period. Yes, and most importantly, your work is slowly and steadily growing. You will receive appreciation for your work, right? That is for sure in this time period. And most importantly, you have to eat right things in this time period. You have to eat fresh and right things in this time period, right? So best of luck to all my lovely earth sign people. Now next we're going to talk about the air sign people, the sign of Gemini, Libra, and your Aquarius. For all these three signs, this full moon will bring in new energy related to your mindset. This full moon is all about you, because moon is influencing your first house, your fifth house, and your ninth house. So spiritually you will be growing. Your personality will outshine in this time period. And yes, you can stay moody in this time period. At times you will stay very moody, and you will require to have you will have that want to have your loved ones around you in this time period, because the moon has been very influential in this time. As for the workplace, you might feel certain aggressive exchanges happening at your workplace, or you might feel that the things are not in order. But trust me, your journey into your life is going fine. It is going great in this time period. On the other end, for some, you might feel a sense of detachment from the places where you once belonged, right? And that is okay. You will might have a ascetic or a hermit kind of a temperament in this time period, and you have to outgrow your own shell. You have to break your shell, and you have to outgrow yourself. Since Saturn placing in your house of luck, her first house and fifth house, is also influencing you, it is a time to also understand your boundaries, to also understand your limitations. And with limitations, I mean to say that you have to stay focused in this time period. Saturn is asking you to put in hard work, to stay focused, and also, you know, you might have a bit cold side of your behavior active in this time period. As for the relationship part, you might stay confused at times, right? You might have options, but you might stay confused about it because Jupiter retrograde, Mercury retrograde, the way it is aspecting, so the element of spirituality will be more high. And once a Jupiter, the way it is placing, it is more important to focus on you know, right kind of value system in this time period. And as for the ones people working into your media, social media, your journalism, writing, or relating to any kind of clothing related profession, you will be growing in this time period. And also, you may have issues related to your gut and your stomach happening in this time period, the way the Mars and Venus are affected. So keep a check on your gut issues, and it might directly relate to your emotional swings which are happening. And trust me, after 15-20 days professionally, you are going to zoom, you are going to boom. I would say that from say from the starting month of February, you are going to grow like anything. Once the Rahu gets out of Gandanta, your professional life will grow, your finances will grow like anything. Take my word. And yes, this full moon is very moody, especially for the Gemini rising moon sign people. And if your planets are in Ardra Nakshatra, you can simply do the chantings of moon and moon rituals, and it will give boost to that planet, right? So best of luck to the air sign people. Now next time we're going to talk about the water sign people. What are the water signs? The sign of Cancer, the most loving, adorable sign. The sign of your Scorpio, good researcher getting deep into things. Your sign of Pisces, emotional, empathetic, and loving sign. For all these three signs, this is a time when you have to understand the art of letting it go, when you have to understand the importance of staying with your loved ones. And most importantly, since Saturn is placing again in these houses, you have to learn the art of detachment, right? You people have been staying too attached to the people around you. You people have been staying too indulged, right, into supporting, helping others at times, that at times you wither away with your own self. It is important to understand your journey from your perspective, right? And it is also imperative to inculcate right kind of ideas in your mind. You know, doing good to others and suffering yourself is not the right theme for life. This full moon, make a promise to yourself that first you will be focusing on yourself, then your focus has to be on others, right? You have to make it a theme in this time period. And water sign people are genuinely very emotional, loving, and they are the most misunderstood ones, right? And with this moon, this is a good time to take a break, to take a trip or retreat, going to a retreat for relaxation, for rejuvenation, and reviving your body and your mind. And most importantly, these water sign people, you will, people working into consultancy, people working into your teaching profession, into any kind of information technology related profession, you are going to grow in this time period. And it is important, since Rahu, the way it is placing, it is bringing in bad company. You have not been in right kind of people. That has been a big trouble for you. Focus more on right kind of people. When it comes to professionally, the way Jupiter is placing, you have to inculcate new ideas related to your work and finances. You have to be a manager of your own self. Manage your things well in this time period. I assure you that professionally you are gonna grow. Since the way Saturn and Ketu has the influence, so it has been a bit of a dry run when it comes to relationship. You have been doing much, but you're not getting things in response. So it is a time to understand your boundaries. It is a time to love yourself. Self-love is the key in this time period. And most importantly, you have to focus on your crown chakra for spiritual insights, and your dreams are going to be your main lucky charm. You might get certain insights in your dream that your life, your things might start to improve, and your insights will be bang on in this time period. Focusing on the Sahasrara, that is the crown chakra, and feeling the flow of energy in your mind, body, and soul, right? So, God bless you, my lovely, lovely water sign of Cancer. Now, starting with each one of the signs, starting with the sign of Aries. For the Aries rising sign, moon sign, this is a time when you have to focus more on communicating with your loved ones and your near and dear one. This is a time to be mindful of the things that you're doing in life. And most importantly, since moon is placing in the third house, this is a time for you to go to short travels. This is a time to learn through your travelings, and also to take your family members along with you. Since your Rahu is placing retrograde, Rahu is placing in the Gandanta position. It is just coming out in your 12th house. So your sleep has been disturbed from last few days, and now after 10-15 days it will start to improve like anything, and you will relax. And most importantly, this is a time when you have to be calm, when you have to be calm and composed. You can stay angry at times for next 3-4 days, 4-5 days. You have to keep your cool, you have to keep your calm. Avoid the use of red color in this time period. And especially, there has been certain confusion, certain secrecy in the matters of love you might experience in this time period. Jupiter retrograde is coming in the first house in the sign of your Aries, and sign of Aries is a go-getter, and in the Ashwini Nakshatra, in the fourth pada relates to healing, coming out of your cycles, and it comes into the sign of Cancer. So it is more important it will be a completion of things, right? And please, the full moon is in the sign of Cancer in Vedic, in the sign of Gemini in Vedic astrology, and in the sign of your Cancer in the Western tropical astrology. Please, you have been following me for years, understand the basic difference. Don't just keep on focusing on corrections, understand the basic difference, right? So yes, and the thing is that with the sign of Aries, this is a time when you have to align your energy towards the right kind of communication, and aligning yourself towards positivity. And most importantly, your short communication with your neighbors, with your near and dear ones, can bring good luck and prosperity for you, right? And so it might be that you celebrate this new year with your neighbors, with your near and dear ones, with your friends, and you will see that in your work, with your life, you are progressing. If there is a relationship trouble, that is improving with it, right? So you can do this simple remedy. And also, focusing on your right palm during the meditation part, or focusing on your palm region during the meditation, can bring in good luck and fortune to you, right? So best of luck to the sign of Aries. Now next we're going to talk about the sign of Taurus. For the sign of Taurus, this is a time when you have to put your energy into right words at your home, because it's in the second house, the Kutum Sthana, the house of family. And it is imperative also to grow your finances. This is also your mouth region. And eating things of your choice. Yes, you heard it right. So when you eat things of your choice, you automatically activate your second and third house, right? And moon is also about family. And once you are taking blessings of your family, your mother, the feminine energy, things will grow for you. And the ruler of the sign, Venus, has come in the opposite house of 7th house. So you might experience, or you might waste your energy into relationship or on your partner. You might even waste your money on them, right? So it is important to solve your issues in the relationship in this time. That can be done by right communication. That can be done by inculcating positive words in others. because it might be that you might stay miscommunicative with your loved ones in this time period, and that shouldn't be the case. You have to be more open, communicative with your loved ones in this time period. As for your, the theme is to set the right routine, the theme is to affirm your finances in a better way, and the theme is to stay aligned, right? And you have to have a good practical communication with your loved ones, right? That has to be the theme in your life. And those of you who are working into the profession of real estate, you are going to grow. Those of you who are working into the medical profession, it can be a good opportunity for you. And also, if you are working as a consultant, you will grow in this time period. So best of luck to the sign of Taurus. Now coming to the sign of Gemini. For the Gemini rising and moon sign period, this is a time when you will have a new start. This is a time when your personality will transform like anything for the good. And this is a time when you have to put all your energy into growth and prosperity. Praying to Lord Shiva will bring more good luck for you. And if you are into marketing, if you are into if you work as into sales, if you work into as a manager, you are bound to grow in this time period. Trust me, you are bound to grow in this time period. Some of you have been worried about your work, about your future in this time period. In next 2 weeks, right, I mark it, in next 2 weeks your profession, your work will start to grow like anything. And the Rahu, which has been placing in the Gandanta position, your house of profession, had blocked your ideas, had blocked your vision of things, and the fog, the smog is going away, and you will have a clear understanding of the things that you want to do, that you wish to do. Yes, you might have a troubled and miscommunicative relationship with your family in this time period, which will which will definitely get better with time period. And it is important to have your own space too, right? Because K2 is more about detachment, is more about, Ketu poisons the house wherever it places, right? So it is more important to stay away, if that is troubling your mind, to stay away from them. And since Sun is placing in the seventh house, do not be overly generous to people. Generosity will trouble you in the long run, right? Focus on your health, focus on your body, focus on your health. Very important, the way the Mars and Venus are placing. Focus on your genital organs, focus on your sexual health, right? That can stay disturbed in this time period, right? So physically, you have to focus on your health. And simply chanting the name of Lord Shiva, simply chanting Om Namaha Shivaya, or under listening to the Shiv Tandava, will bring good fortune to you, right? And yes, this remedy can be for everyone, right? So you can listen to the mantras of Lord Shiva, chantings of Lord Shiva, that will bring in good luck and prosperity for you people. And yes, with relationship, there can be certain miscommunication. And also, since there has been a lot of aspect of planets, so you might have more than one opportunity in your the partnership relationship part. But the trouble is that you're not able to understand clearly that where to head to, right? And I would suggest you to take time, let Mercury get direct, let Jupiter get direct in the first week of January. Then you will have more clarity in your relationship part. So best of luck to the Gemini rising and moon sign people. Now next we are going to talk about the sign of Cancer. For the sign of Cancer, this is a time of detachment. This is a time of, taking care of your own self. This is a time of traveling and having experiences, right? And this is a time of the year when you have to learn the art of letting it go, right? It can be your attachment with some kind of work, it can be attachment with the past relationship, it can be your attachment with people who were once close to you but now you have troubles with them, right? And it can be also your own thoughts with through to with which you are too attached, right? And sign of Cancer, and in this time period you have to make sure that you are focusing more on self-care. No, Navi, I have to do the Capricorn. It goes in order. So you have to focus more on self care, self introspection, and most importantly, just letting it go. All your thoughts, negativity in your mind, your struggles, your fears, your self doubts. You have to let it go. You have to focus on the current things, right? Bring yourself back, bring yourself to the ground, right? And see how beautiful the world is. Focus on the Sahasrara, the crown chakra, right? And it will give you that eternal bliss and experience which no materialistic thing can give you, right? It is your own self experience. And yes, this is a time to break your own prison because the moon is in the 12th house. It can be that traveling to far off places can bring in good luck for you. Spending money on spirituality, spending money on things that you like will also bring in good fortune to you. And on the relationship front, it has been quite a struggle for you, my lovely, lovely water sign of Cancer, because of the aspect of Ketu and Saturn that has been placing. The relationship part has been very restricting, has been cold, has been dry, right? And it will continue that way for some time. And if that has been the case, you can do a simple mantra to improve the things, right? I'll give you the Beej mantra, simply chanting Om Sham Om, Om Sham Om, Om Sham Om, right? And all your fears, doubts into relationship, into with people around you will go away, will fade away completely, right? Now, next we are gonna, and for the sign of Cancer, professionally, you have to put in new ideas related to your work. You have to communicate right with your people around you at your workplace, and you have not been very punctual at your workplace. So start being very punctual, start being punctual at your work, and also inculcate new ideas, fresh ideas at your workplace. And do not be disrespectful to others in this time period, right? Be more respectful, be more humble with your body language in this time period, right? Since Rahu is aspecting the Venus, the way it is looking at the Venus and Mars, so no aggressive exchanges in the matters of love. You have to, keep the energy calm. Yes, you people have been having a bad company around you. You are not meeting the right kind of people, right? That has been a big trouble for you, right? So avoiding the wrong ones and focusing on just on the right kind of people in your life. So best of luck to the sign of Cancer. Now next we're going to talk about the sign of Leo. For the sign of Leo, this is a time when you have to focus on growth, right? Growth, prosperity, and abundance. Growth relates to growth in your friend circle because the 11th house of gains, is very active, and the lord of it, Mercury, is placing opposite in the house of talents, right? In the 5th house of romance, house of progeny, but in a retrograde motion, right? So the journey won't be easy. You have to develop certain skills to grow. You have to develop certain mindset to come out of your shell. Since the lord of your house, Sun, is placing 5th from its own sign in the sign of Sagittarius along with retrograde Mercury. So this is a time when you have to grow your talents, and people working into the in creative fields, into your working as artist, working as you know, in some talented fields, you might have an opportunity, a strong opportunity to grow in this time period. Saturn in the seventh house has been very limiting in the relationship part. Saturn wants you to just do the hard work. And also, the elderly, the mature people will support you in this time period, right? And Sun is having a wonderful aspect. Jupiter is giving a wonderful aspect to this Sun. So it is more about your knowledge, maturity, and right communication. And Moon in the 11th house is asking you to grow your friend circle, is asking you to be nice with people, is asking you to be gentle with people. And in this time period, if you are helping your friends, if you're supporting people around you, definitely it will come back to you in a multifold way, in a in multiple gains. You might not know that what kind of karmas, what kind of troubles are being cut through it, right? So be easy, be humble. So it's not that you are bound to do something for somebody. Just be, just have that energy. If you can help, if you can support somebody, just doing it in this time period. The Leo, because Leo is the king, Leo is a strong sign, is the ruler. And Leo people, they have a big heart to help and support people around them. Offering water to the sun early on in the morning can bring in good luck and fortune for you people. Now, Leo sign people, you are rising back, and your rise is surely helping you to grow. People working into the real estate sector, people working as architects or designers of some kind, or in they're having grocery stores or any jewelry designing work, you people are bound to grow in this time period. Because of the influence of Ketu, you might have a rough run at your home, in your family, or you might stay bad mouth at home, right? If you are having such an experience, take a stick, take a, or I would say a silver stick, or a silver kind of pencil, or a silver anything made out of silver. Draw an A on your tongue with honey, right? Or consume the honey with silver spoon, right? And you will see that first thing in the morning you have to do this for next 15 days, and you will see an improvement in your mood, seeing an improvement in your way of communication and dealing with people, and people will start to like your words, right? So, and people will start to appreciate for your conversations, which normally they don't do, right? So best of luck to my lovely sign of Leo. Now next we're going to talk about the sign of Virgo. For the sign of Virgo, this is a time when you have to align your mind into putting things in order. This is a time when you have to propagate new ideas, new ventureship, and you are looking to start something new, right? Or it's to start, initiate something special in this time period. Since Mercury is retrograde in the fourth house, so it can be avoid selling, right? Avoid selling your property, avoid selling your things for at least next 10 days, right? If you are selling your home, if you're selling your car, if you're selling your something, avoid selling it in this time periods for next 10-12 days, right? Let Mercury come out of the Gandanta position, and because Mercury will go back to the sign of Scorpio, and then it will come back. So, and it will take 10 days to come out of the Gandanta position. So avoiding any selling of things in this time period. Since Ketu has been influential for Virgo, you people have been staying confused or disoriented at times, detached at times. No, that's not life. What you wish to experience, that's not the way that you have to live to. But yes, with your words, with your talks, you have been very sweet. You have been very lovely and gentle with people around you. Since Rahu is placing in the seventh house, so relationship has brought much confusion, at times chaos or mismatching of things, right? So that has been the case. And especially if you are selling things, if you are promoting products, if you are appreciating people around you, then your profession and your work will grow. Start forming good relations at your workplace, right? You can start it by offering or giving some sweets, or offering a free food packet to people around your workplace, or communicating with people at your workplace in a softer, better tone in this moon cycle, right? That will help you to put your mind in the right order. Since Jupiter is placing in the 8th house, it can cause Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, your lower part of the body that can get heavier, that can get, that can accumulate a lot of fat. So you have to avoid eating too much greasy, too much oily, too much cold food. Cold includes eating ice creams and sodas, right? You have to avoid all such stuff. Focus more on having, fresh things in this time period, because it's the nakshatra of Ardra, the moist one, the fresh one. Eat more fresh things, eat more greener things, and which can inculcate life energy in your body, right? Hello to all my lovely followers and new audience, right? And yes, it can inculcate fresh energy in your body, in your mind. And you will encounter certain gastrointestinal issues at times if you are experiencing so. Simple remedy is that you have to eat right, and secondly, you have to chant the mantra of Lord Shiva in this time period. That will bring calmness in your body and your mind in this time period, my lovely earth sign people I'm talking about, right? Balance is the key in your life, right? So best of luck to you. Next, we're going to talk about the sign of Libra. For the sign of Libra, this is a time when you have to put your mind into meditation, when you have to put your mind into relaxation. Luck is shining very strongly for you, right? Luck will bring in new and better opportunities in your life, that's for sure. And with Venus getting in your house of finances, money will also pour in for you people, and it will come from unexpected sources, right? Because the sign of the sign of Taurus is placing in the 8th house, and Venus is in the 2nd house. Secretively, through partnerships, the money and the growth will flourish. And Moon placing in Gemini sign, ruler of which Mercury is placing in the 3rd house. You have to keep a good communication with your loved ones, right? You have to stay in touch with everyone, and creating a web of people and circle will help you to grow. And I will say that short travels or going for an outing will bring in new positive energy in your life. And spiritually, you are growing, because Moon, the way it has come in the 9th house, is more about spirituality. The more you are doing rituals related to the mother, to the female ancestors, that will bring in good fortune for you. As for the Indians or people with attaching to Hindu culture, right, Sanatan Dharma, you can donate 9 kgs of milk, or either tomorrow or on Monday, or 9 kgs of milk in the temple, right? Or simply chanting the mantra of Moon. Om Shram Shrim Shrom Saha Chandraya Namah. Om Shram Shrim Shrom Saha Chandraya Namah. And wearing a beautiful bracelet of silver will bring in good luck for you, right? Wear a silver bracelet if you are facing obstacles at your workplace, if you're not getting right kind of opportunities. Wearing a silver bracelet and see your luck shining like anything in this time period. K2 is definitely helping you to bringing you spiritual growth, is bringing you detachment, placing in the 12th house. Learn those experiences, grow with those experiences, right? that will help you to become a strong personality in your long run of life. And best of luck to my lovely balanced sign of Libra. You are doing great. Now, next, we're going to talk about the sign of Scorpio. For the sign of Scorpio, this is a time when you have to overcome your own negative emotions. This is a time when you have to learn the art of letting it go. The feminine and the masculine energy is very active. You are blessed with both the talents for now, and you have to be strong in a masculine way, and you have to be you have to be loving in the most feminine way, right? And carrying the heart of a woman and mind of a man, right? So you have to carry both the things. Since moon is placing in the 8th house, you have to let go your fear, phobias and self-doubts. And it is a time when you have to allow the changes to come in your life, right? And that will help you to grow. And again, with your financial part, I see it this way, that help will come from unexpected places. Money will come from unexpected places. It won't be easy. It will not be easy. But it will come from unexpected places. You have to set your routine right. You have to set your order right, because the way the Jupiter is placing, your focus has to be more on the routine part. And yes, you have to take care of your genital organs, and you have to, most importantly, keep your body parts, the lower part of the body, very clean. And simple remedy, what you do is that taking a milk bath, right? Or especially washing your genital organs with milk, right? Because the way the moon is placing, right? And you can mix it in the water and you can apply it on your body. And since Mars and Venus, the way it is active, it is a good opportunity for you to grow in field related to medical, pharma, and also if you are into hospitality, it's a good opportunity for you to grow. And since Saturn is placing strong in the 4th house, if you are looking for an opportunity to buy a bigger house or a better house, my lovely Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising sign people, go for it, right? Go for it, don't stop. And control your aggression for next 4 or 5 days. It will start to cool down later on. It will start to cool down because the journey has been a bit aggressive for you for last few days with the Mars placing in the sign of Scorpio. It has been a bit aggressive journey, but yes, you have been strong, you have been in control relating to all the things. Hello Seher, hello. Related to all the things. Since now Venus is at a rise in your sign of Scorpio, so your loving side will bloom, your love will bloom in this time period, right? And it might come from unexpected places. Mind you, because Rahu is also aspecting this Venus, it will also bring certain kind of situationship in the relationship, right? So, keep it more crystal clear, keep it more honest in your journey. And the Mercury moon combination can also trigger the Mercury moon combination can also trigger certain kind of flirty behavior in this time period, right? It might trigger certain kind of flirty behavior in this time period, which you will enjoy for next few days, and then it will just pass, right? And avoiding white is not right. White color clothes or eating too much white is not right in this time period, right? So best of luck to my lovely water sign people. Now next of Scorpio. Now next we're going to talk about the sign of Sagittarius. For the sign of Sagittarius, this is a time when you have to put your energy into loving your partner, when you have to put your energy into being balanced and developing a good self image about yourself, right? It is a time to release all your fears related to relationship or marriage, or I would say that even public speaking, right? And be more communicative in this time period, right? Be open with your heart, be open with your communication with your loved ones. That will help you to grow. You have always been utterly honest with people around you, but it is important now to be more honest with yourself, right? And especially it is, you have to show your affectionate side to the people around you, loving side to your loved ones, right? That will help you to grow in this time period. And Mercury and Sun, the way it is placing in your ninth house, so there has been a lot of, up and down, and there's too many ideas flowing in your mind but nothing fructify, because Mercury retrograde brought everything to halt for you people, right? And and you will start to grow from, I would say that from 7th 8th of January you will start to grow again. This is more of a time when you have to spend time with your loved ones, with with your partner, and you have to show your love, right? That will help you to grow in this time period. On the work front, there might be certain opportunity coming from people around you, from your loved ones, when your near and dear ones, but otherwise your work has been overloaded. It has been a very dull or a dry kind of work at times, right? Because of the influence of Ketu in your house of profession, and you just have to work hard, right? Like a laborer, like a hard worker, you just have to work hard. The more you are pouring in your hard work efforts, the more you are bound to grow in this time period, right? And as for you, chanting the mantra of Goddess Durga will bring in good luck and fortune for the sign of Sagittarius. Simple mantra is Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Chanting this mantra for 51 times will activate your luck, will bring in improvement in your relationship, and will also help you to grow. And during the night time, be more playful, soft and easy, and do not pick up any kind of argument, right? During the night time, it will trouble you emotionally and mentally. So God bless you, my lovely sign of Sagittarius. Now next we're going to talk about the sign of Capricorn. For the sign of Capricorn, this is a time when you have to set the right routine for yourself. This is a time when you have to let go all your negative emotions of the past, and you have to focus on your growth in this time period, right? Capricorn, you had been staying very overly loaded with all the things, with your family pressure, with all the things going around you, right? Or you have created a pressure on yourself, right? You have taken up too much load and responsibilities at times, and you have to let yourself loose, and you have to focus on one thing at a time, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Put it in your head, put it in your mind, right? Since Mercury has been placing retrograde along with Sun in your 12th house, so your alone time has been bringing a lot of overthinking, right? And you have to avoid that kind of overthinking. You have been maintaining certain secretive emotions which you're not pouring out. That will trouble your brain. It's not right, right? You have to let it loose. You have to let your mind loose, right? You're not going to take the responsibility of everyone around you, that how they want you to behave in a certain specific manner, and you are not a puppet to perform all those things. Just let yourself loose through your mind, right? That's very important. And Rahu aspecting your 7th house, so relationship at times can be a bit pressurizing on you. Your expectations might be different, what you're getting is different, right? So even the Jupiter retrograde can put a bit of a pressure on your chest region, right? And Saturn is strong, so you have to set your boundaries. You have to set your boundaries, that this is healthy for me mentally, emotionally, physically, and this is not healthy for me, right? So you have to separate from the things which are not serving you right now, and you have to focus first on your own self. The whole world, this society, all the things, they exist with you. If you are doing fine, if you're healthy, happy, the world is fine with you, right? Since your Mercury is very active in the 12th house, your concentration has not been good, right? And the sun's placement is will also is causing you has been causing you headaches and pressure on the head region. So avoid staying pressurized. Set yourself free. I'll again repeat it. And most importantly, get yourself into the right kind of routine. First, it is you, then the whole world comes. Set a right routine for yourself, right? That will help you to grow. And most importantly, a simple remedy if you have been feeling a lot of pressure, what you can do is take 4 pieces of turmeric dried turmeric, that is haldi, right? In Hindi, Punjabi, it is haldi. Take 4 pieces of dried turmeric. It shouldn't be the juicy one, it has to be the dried one, which is used in the masalas at the Indian homes, right? Dried turmeric, and throw it in the running water on Thursday, right? And if you're not able to do it on Thursday, on any given day, do it. Secondly, in this time period, you have to chant the mantra of you have to chant the Maha Mrityunjay mantra of Lord Shiva, and the mantra is Om Harum Jum Saha. I'm writing it for you. Om Harum Jum Saha, right? That will help you to release out your tense emotions. That will put your mind in the right direction, and that will also help you to stay calm, right? So I think the iPhone has done the spell check by itself. I'll rewrite it. Om Harum Jum Saha. That's the mantra, not the other one. So this mantra can be done by anyone. It's a very effective mantra. It's a tantrokt mantra of Lord Shiva, right? Harum is the beej mantra of Lord Shiva. Hello Sagrika, hello. And just let it go, and avoid staying in dull light, right? Avoid staying in dark, and be more communicative with your friends, with your loved ones. Go out, eat fresh food, and enjoy your life. There is no life in staying by yourself, in staying alone. Go out and enjoy life. Hello, Ashley. Hello. So, best of luck to my lovely sign of Capricorn. Now, next I'm going to talk about the sign of Aquarius. For the sign of Aquarius, this is a time when you are very well understanding your responsibilities, which you have been doing it from last few months, and the progression has been slow and steady. The moon is asking you to grow your talents. The moon is asking you to learn new things and venture into new things. And your friend circle is bound to grow in this time period, right? You are going to explore new possibilities. And even in relationship, you might go into some kind of exploration or experimentation, right? And since the moon is ruling your fifth house, so far it's also that you have to bring in more romantic alignment in your life. It's a time to learn more about about love. Focus on your heart chakra while doing the meditation, simply chanting the mantra of Om Yam Om, Om Yam Om. You have to feel that your body, your mind is the vessel of love. We are nothing but just love, right? You have to feel that flow of hola. You have to feel the flow of love in your body and mind, right? That will help you to grow and put your mind at rest. Joy of life lies in celebrating life. If a day is wasted, it's without laughter or any kind of joy, it's altogether a waste, right? So enjoy your life. That is very important for each one of you. And for Aquarius sign, Saturn has been a growing factor as well as a limiting factor when it comes to relationship. Your this thing getting along with someone, it is a limiting factor. When it comes to professional growth, it is a growing factor in your life. And since Jupiter is placing in the third house retrograde, so you people at times have been staying overly generous with people around you, and people can take advantage of your money. Do not lend your money at least till December 31st, till the time Jupiter is retrograde, or I would say that at least till the January 2nd. I am very well, magician. I hope that you are doing well. So, in this time, and yes, the Rahu is giving at times to you a high headed temperament. Be more humble, be more balanced, be more grounded in this time period. And especially in this time period, you have to do the deep breathing exercises that will help you to clear out your mind, that will help you to clear out your energy in this time period, right? That will align your mind in a very, very right way. My lovely sign of Aquarius, I am talking about. And yes, if you are into the profession of this thing, if you are into the profession of iron, if you are into the profession related to construction, you might have chance and into the real estate, it's a good opportunity to grow in this time period. And you know, Rahu is also giving you addictions in this time period. From last 4 5 months, you might get hooked to smoking. There have been chances to smoking or any kind of consumption. If that has been the case, avoid it because it can go along with you for the long run. So you have to avoid that kind of behavior, right? Saturn energy is more about staying clean with you, even with your habits in this time period, right? And definitely your friend circle, your circle of people around you is growing in this time period. Focus on that, right? So best of luck to my lovely sign of Aquarius. At last, now I am going to talk about the sign of Pisces. For the sign of Pisces, this is a time, oh boy, you have had a roller coaster ride when it comes to confusions and excessive thoughts, right? Thoughts have been racing in your mind all the time. This is a time to spend time with your family, spending the new year with your loved ones. This is a time when you can buy new things for your home. It will bring in luck, growth, prosperity, and happiness in your life, right? And most importantly, if you are looking to buy a new house, to new place to live, or if you want to shift to a new place, this is a good opportunity. Go for it. My lovely, lovely sign of Pisces. And most importantly, this is a time when new ideas, new home will also bring prosperity at your workplace. Your ideas will be appreciated. You just have to focus on out of the box thinking, right? Nothing regular. You have to focus on new ideas, developing new things, and looking life in a newer, brighter perspective. Since Rahu is in the Revati Nakshatra in your first house, so you might have special attachment to your pets, to your caretaking, and you might get even indulgent about caretaking too much about others, right? And that can bring certain pain to you, right? Relationship part has not been easy for you. The placement of Rahu and Ketu has been very disturbing when it comes to your relationship part. And avoid any kind of miscommunication at your workplace with the people whom you have been working. And yes, do not shy away from giving presentations or taking an opportunity to speak about your work, right? Or having good communication with your boss in this time period. For your luck, you can buy things for your home that will bring in new luck and prosperity for you people in this time period. And most importantly, wearing a silver chain or a silver ring will also bring positivity and stability of your mind and emotions. And going out on a trip with your family members, with your loved ones, will bring in good positive luck for yourself. Yes, you can also get catch cold and cough in this time period, right? So consume more juicy and soupy things in this time period and take care of your health on that end. And most importantly, if you are having confusions in your matters of relationship or marriage, or if you're having too many arguments in this time period, you can simply you can simply chant the mantra of goddess Lakshmi, Om Shrim. Lakshmi is not just about money and wealth. Lakshmi also brings in happiness at home in the family, right? So chanting the mantra of Lakshmi, Om Shrim Lakshmi Namaha, Om Shrim Lakshmi Namaha, Om Shrim Lakshmi Namaha, Om Shrim Lakshmi Namaha. Chanting this mantra 108 times will bring in good luck and prosperity for you people. And as for the workplace, inculcate new ideas, put in new ideas and growth, right? So this was my analysis about the full moon coming into the sign of Gemini and the nakshatra of Ardra, right? Ardra, the thunderous one, the moist one, and Ardra is a aggressive nakshatra. So I hope that you enjoyed this live session, and I have already given you all the general remedies for this live session. Now, I will be offering you a very special remedy, which is, you know, very powerful, and it has to be done with full faith and focus, right? And it's a life changing remedy, right? It's a life changing remedy. My dear, you can watch the live again. You cannot just hop in and ask your questions. I will save this live, right? So it's a very powerful remedy. And, you have to be prepared for it mentally and psychologically. And though it seems to be a simple mantra, but it can be very life changing. So it's about activating your whole body, your kundalini, right? What you call it, right? And the mantra inculcates all the seeds of kundalini, right? And it's a very simple but yet a complex chanting. You have to chant this mantra for 30 minutes in the morning, and you have to start it on Thursday, right? And you chant it just for 3 days, continuous 3 days, and you will see the difference in your mind, body, and soul, right? And it will balance a lot of your karmas. It will open up a lot of your blockages, right? Which you might not even feel that, I'm blocked in such a thing, right? The trouble is that we as humans, we are too much attached to our body. Till the time we do not understand the spiritual essence of our life, the whole life is a waste. It's just a rat race. Going to the job, going to the work, coming back, sleeping, eating, and then getting old and dying. No, that's not life. That's just life of this body. That's it, right? The real experience of life lies in our soul, right? It's not just the skin which we have to beautify. It's not just the muscle mass we have to take care of. It's also our soul which we have to improve and grow. We have to elevate it, right? The simple mantra to activate your kundalini, and it's very effective. The mantra is Om Yam Ram Lam Vam Jagre Jagre Bham Mam Om Fat Swaha. Screen record this mantra, right? So that you can clearly do it again and again. Om Yam Ram Lam Vam Jagre Jagre bham, mum, om, fat, swaha. Om, yam, ram, lam, vam, jagre, jagre. Bham, mum, om, fat, swaha. Om, yam, ram, lam, vam, jagre, jagre. Bham, mum, om, fat, swaha. Om, yam, ram, lam, vam, jagre, jagre. Bham, mum, om, fat, swaha. Om, yam, ram, lam, vam, jagre, jagre. Bham, mum, om, fat, swaha. Om, yam, ram, lam, vam, jagre, jagre. Bham, mum, om, fat, swaha. Right? So this is the mantra which you have to chant even while chanting it for 7 times. You know, it has activated my inner mind like anything, right? And I could feel that flow of energy all together. And you can chant this mantra for 30 minutes. You do not have to go for the count, just sit in an erected position. Keep light up a candle or light up a diya of clarified butter, right? Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. You can sit facing the east direction and you chant this mantra for 30 minutes. Even you cannot do all these rituals, just clean yourself, sit fresh and chant this mantra for 30 minutes, right? I hope that this full moon brings in a lot of prosperity, growth, and abundance in your life. So, God bless you, my lovely audience. And you are always welcome to book your birth chart readings with me, right? Many of you have already booked it and you have had your readings. So, God bless you, my lovely audience. Take care and have a lovely, lovely new year. Take care. Bye bye.